Hello and welcome to the series on how to draw iconic rock stars. Now, before we start, of course, if you could subscribe, that would be fabulous. Thank you very much. And also, ring that little bell icon if you want to know what's coming up next. Okay, well, the rock star today, very famous guy from the 60s, Jimi Hendrix. And I'm going to draw him looking out at a slight angle. So the angle of his eyes will be like that, okay? And start with his eye here in the corner. And Jimmy's eyes kind of slope up quickly, like that. And then a bit flat across the top. And then the curve of the underside, more deeply on this side, coming up to the corner there, with these people appearing in there with a bit of highlight, okay? And deep set eyes, and he's got these deep eyelids over the top, and also this kind of depth of shading around the bottom of his eye here. Let's put the shape of it in just now, because I'm going to be showing you how to draw, very dynamic pen drawing of it. Lots of black and white, okay? Other eye, as I said, at an angle. It starts about here, and it kind of goes up sharply, and then curves over, like that. And the bottom of the eye comes in about here, not too wide, you know. The actual, it's a bit lower than that, I think, and the other side of the pupil comes in here. And again, this kind of crease under the eye, that shape there, and again a deep line for the eyelid there. Just above there, the eyebrow starts, and on this one it curves out quite sharply in the corner there, and then down, almost like a quizzical look, you know. And from here, this one's a bit more straight, slight curve to it, like that, come around the end of the forehead there. Now the nose itself, quite broad, and the line comes down from here, and we're going to get a nice deep shadow on this side of the nose. It's like curve shape there, coming down to the centre of the nose there, and the nostril was kind of narrow but flaring on either side. The side of the nostril is in here. What we're doing is drawing in the shapes of the dark shading and the shadows, for instance, in here. And this dark shadow comes in under the nose there. We'll put that in later, okay? And then we have the top lip coming here. This is the groove in the top lip. And then the top lip itself, very full mouth, Hendrix. Very full lips coming down either side like that. And very deep shading in between here. And I'm going to draw this, the shape that the shadows create up like that on the other side of the middle. And then curving to the corners. And then quite a bit deep depth of shadow coming in here. That kind of shape there. And then the actual fullness of the bottom lip extends right to the corners here. And then dips up in the middle, comes back up again there, because the moustache comes in this shape here, down the side of his mouth, and round here. High cheekbones, curving in like that. And then that bit of shadow coming down to the side of his mouth there. And a very deep shadow under his bottom lip, coming in about there. Into his chin. And a very deep shadow in his chin. And that deep shadow there comes up to join this shadow here. See that? So all this will be in deep shadow. Come right up here. And there's a curve of his cheekbones. There's a very high cheekbones coming down to there. And on this side, the cheekbones have a deep shadow coming in like there and underneath. And all this bit here is in shadow as well, but not as deeply as the ones under his lips and so on. Okay, there's a light bit of shading up here and here and across the top of his nose there. Okay, let's move up to the iconic hairstyle. You know, a great tumbled mass of black hair. So that comes across his forehead like this, tendrils hanging down. Takes that slight curved shape, coming down to his cheekbone here, and very high up to about here, in that distance there. Let's see, that distance there, probably the same distance from there to the bottom of his lip. So that's how high it is. And of course, the mass of his hair is taking in kind of this shape here. So you follow that line by drawing these great curls and swirls of hair all the way around that shape. Some stick up straight like this, others kind of come out almost like waves, you know, in the sea, curving around like that. And as it comes down to the side of the face here, it comes a bit more straight and hangs a bit more straight like that. And it's covering over a very high collar. He's wearing a very classic high-collared kind of guardsman's jacket with frogging and all that kind of stuff on it, decoration. And that high collar turns over like that. And the other one goes in here. He's got a shirt below it there. His other shirt comes, other collar comes in here with the other high collar of the jacket coming in about there. Okay. And his shoulders appearing like that. I'll carry on now with the rest of these tendrils of hair coming up around the side here. And a great big curving one there, like a beak, an eagle's beak. And then you get some bits coming down with a pointed bit there, and then coming around and coming behind his face there. So there we have the rough sketch of his face, but just indicate the frogging of the jacket here. These like fingers coming up almost, like that. 3 of them there, and they're attached to a strap which comes down kind of there. And below that, on the edge of the jacket, there are the buttons, 1, 2, 3 there. And the other part of the jacket comes in there. And the other parts of the frogging up here. And that goes behind his shoulder, that's right. Could appear in a bit there. And there's a button on each one. Okay, so that's roughly the shape of Jimi Hendrix's face. Now what I'm going to do now is get a pen. I'm going to outline all those pencil lines that are done. Then I'll start to put in those dramatic bits of shading. Okay, I have a fine point black pen now, and I'm going to start outlining all of these pencil lines. So let's see, a nice curve down here with his hair, curving up like that. And you can be quite loose with your pen lines here, especially when you're drawing the hair. Get the sensation of the curls, the way the hair's falling. Like that. Now down to the eyebrows. And again, as I say, there's a curve coming up from the corner here on this one. And it's just a gentle curve coming around like that. Yeah. And then this eye here, the line comes up fairly straight, curves over fairly gently, and then you have that deeper curve sloping up to that point there, and then the actual pupil itself coming in with the highlight there. Okay, and as I said, underneath you get this dark shape here, which kind of joins up to this curve here. So that shape comes in like that and goes up to join the dark shape at the top of his eye coming in like this. That'll all be black. I'll just do that for you just now to show you. So that's black there. This is black underneath, joining that. It's quite dramatic. And then we get black of the eyebrow shaded in just now. But what I'm going to do is just going to go over these pencil lines like I've done here without filling them in, and once I've done that, we'll go back to you and show you how it looks with the thicker pen filling in the dark areas. Right, I'm just finished off drawing around my pencil lines now and indicating these areas here, which are going to be black, you know, like around here. And what I'll do just now is, instead of using the thicker pen right away, I'll use the smaller pen just to tickle in the smaller dark areas like that. Okay, and like I did with the other eye, fill that in around the little highlight here. Okay, and also these bits of dark shading on the eyelids and below the eyes there. Okay, and also under the nose here. I'll also be using a thinner pen eventually after the very thick pen to fill in the big areas to put in some of the finer shading. Okay, so we're going to touch in the moustache and here, and also the dark area between the lips, and also underneath here, this deep bit of shading here, coming around right around here, and underneath the chin, and then up the side of the face here. You can still use kind of sketchy lines with your pen, your thinner pen, especially on little bits like that. And down here. And also under his chin there, okay? But these bigger areas, like in here, which is going to be very dark. See, the dark shading is going to be carried on from the side of your face onto the jacket here. So the whole thing will kind of blend together. But so I'll get a thicker pen for that, and also for under the chin here. I'll just work on that just now. That will blend in. You see the top of the collar of the shirt here, and also the dark shading underneath that bit of the collar right around here. These are highlights that I've marked out, and I'll leave them white, but colour the rest in black, okay? And also the actual jacket itself, round about the frogging, you know, just use your pen to sketch in the dark areas around there, and leave these stripes sort of sticking out. Okay, so I'm going to work on that, and then get the bigger pen, this one here with a chisel tip, okay, and I'll start to work on the hair by coming down from these outside shapes into the mass of the hair itself. Rather than shading up to them, you're trying to bring them into the darkness as well, before you then start to use the flat tip to shade in the centre part. Now obviously if you leave this, you see stripes, and so when you're finished shading, that's fine, that gives you a nice sketchy look. But that whole hair area will be shaded in with this pen. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and we'll see how it looks when I've done it. Right, I put all the big black tones in now. What I want to do next is to put in some finer shading. And for that I'm going to use a 0.8 pen, okay? And what you do is imagine where the shading is going to fall on the face. For instance, around this curve at the top of the nose, under the eyebrows, around this curve of the muscle at the side of the eye, and so on. So for instance, around here, you get a bit of shading which comes up from the eye and fills in that kind of shape there, and you can use that kind of hatching style there, just lots of parallel lines together. Same with this shading coming down the side of his face. Lots of hatching lines coming down like that, following that shape coming down to join the side of the mouth there. Like that, going just below the mouth and joining up with that shading around the chin, and of course the rest of the side will be shaded in there too. Okay, if you like, you can do a bit to make it deeper, make a bit of cross hatching if you want. Let's go across like that, that deepens it down slightly, okay? And under here, you've got a shape coming down from the eyebrows to the corner of the eye, and then this bit of shading over the top of the nose, like that. and joining the corner of the eye there, and also underneath here. You get some shading. And of course down the side of the nose, a wee bit darker there. Get that curved shape, like that. And also under here. Following that kind of shape there. And of course around the cheekbone itself. You get more shading coming in, like that. And also just under the nose and coming down top of the lip there. A little bit there as well. And a little bit in that curve. And then the lips themselves, you get top lip is a bit more shading in it than the bottom. So can you use your lines more closer together, put a bit more weight in your pen, like that. And then the bottom lip, the top catches the light, but the underside, just near the bottom, with a bit of shading going across, like that. And you see all this joins up to these dark shadows. And his chest, again, take the brightness off it by shading right across it like that. And also just soften the edges of these bits of highlights here, across like that. Okay, right, a nice kind of loose sketchy feel to it, like that. Okay, now let's look to see if there's anything else I can add to that. A bit more shading down the side here to get that shape of the nose, the slightly oval shape here to the nose. And a bit more shading around this side of the face to blend in these bits with the very dark areas. Around the chin and so on, a deep shadow here. And soften that line very slightly. A bit more shading in here, and bring these fronds of hair further down onto his forehead and deepen that a bit as well. Okay, well, I've got a bold representation of Jimi Hendrix. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can join me again for another tutorial very soon. But in the meantime, of course, all the best and happy drawing.